In recent weeks we've been doing several podcasts on 1, 2, and 3-year wonders of the Boston Bruins from the 70s and 1980s. The reason why I'm doing this, just like the Montreal Canadiens of that era, they had a lot of fans of Boston where the number 5s and 6 defensemen and the 4th liners still had a lot of followers. Now this guy is very unique because he was a championship player from Sweden that took 3 years after he was drafted to show up in the NHL, and eventually, of all things, played for the Moncton Golden Flames for 2 games in 1986. So today we're going to be talking about Morin, his nickname, Mats Thelin. Now Mats Gunnar Morin Thelin, born March 30, 1961 in Stockholm, played 163 total games in NHL for the Bruins. Now he first came to major prominence in the 81 season for AIK of the Swedish Elite League. Now he didn't get any points in the regular season or playoffs, but his defenseman style drew a lot of interest for Boston. Now Boston took a late round pick of the 81 draft to take him, 140th overall. Now the next 3 seasons he played in the Swedish Elite League, eventually showed up in Boston in 1985 and put up some really decent numbers. 18 points in 73 games, including 5 goals, and for a Swedish player, 78 minutes at penalties. Kind of a unique thing. Now in 1986, he found himself sharing time between Boston and Moncton because of a major injury that occurred. Sent for 2 games at Moncton, we had 1 assist. That year had 5 points in 31 games. 87, offensive numbers went down, 4 points in 59 games, and from then on up until the mid-1990s, he went back to play for his hometown, not say hometown, but his home region AIK squad. Now, just to break down a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, his first NHL game, get this, was with Mario Lemieux. In Mario's first game in the NHL, that famous game where I think Mario scored on the first shift at the Boston Garden. Now, he suffered several major injuries during his career, which led, of course, to his early retirement. Now, he missed part of the 85 season with a strained groin. He missed part of the 86 season with a broken right foot, an injury suffered during Boston's final training camp practice on October 8, 85. He did not make his 86 season debut until Boston's November 18th, 85 game at Montreal. Now he missed the remainder of the 86 season and entire playoffs with a strained MCL in the right knee, an injury suffered in Boston's February 11th, 86 game at Chicago. He missed all through the remainder of the 87 season and entire 1987 playoffs with again, a groin injury suffered in Boston's March 7, 87 game in Detroit, and the injury required major surgery. Now, Solna or AIK was his major team for a number of years, but he was very successful for Sweden at the Worlds, the Olympics, and the Canada Cup. At the Olympics, he won a bronze in 84. Canada Cup, he was second place to Team Canada at that championship, and at the Worlds, almost got in the medals, consecutive 4th place finishes in 82 and 83. Now, he was part of the Swedish Championship victors at AIK in 82 and 84, and he also competed on the squad that skated in Sweden's 1981 DN Cup tournament. Now, when he was sent to Moncton for 2 games on December 6, 85, it marked his only time in North American minor leagues, which was kind of weird because Moncton was more of a, like I said, a Calgary Flames affiliate. Brett Hull, I don't know the particulars of this unless it was just a loan or a disability assignment, but you know, he excelled in every league he was in. Now, it was kind of ironic. They were hoping he would be a solid number 5 defenseman, but I think the injuries that he went through the years didn't benefit him regarding long time in the NHL. Now, we're looking at final NHL totals again. 8 goals, 19 assists for 27 points, 5 games in the playoffs, 163 in the regular season. And in Sweden, 277 goals, 70 points, 277 games, 70 points, 24 goals. We get this, ladies and gentlemen, 395 minutes of penalties. So he wasn't scared to rough it up every once in a while. And at the Worlds for Sweden, 30 games, and of course the Olympic Games and Canada Cup, 30 games, a goal, 7 assists for 8 points, and again, 30 minutes of penalties. So woulda, shoulda, coulda, but making the NHL for 3 seasons, playing with one of the most popular AHL franchises of his era, doing so well in Sweden. No disgrace here. If anything, it was part of that Swedish invasion. And the fact is, Boston took a chance on this guy. He had, parts of 3 seasons where he was an effective blue liner. And if you look at the rough stats, he was +9 in his 85 season. He was +3 in 86, and unfortunately -8 in 87, but still, mostly on the positive side. And I know he was mostly non-power play, unless my memory doesn't serve. But, a lot of the Swedish players are coming over, and Boston was bringing over a lot of Europeans, and most of them were very successful. They were kind of doing that to compete against the Oilers and the Islanders for what I call the number 5, 6, 7 defensemen and third and fourth liners, because I don't think the Islanders would have won the Cups without the European influence, and same with Edmonton. So that's the story of Thelin. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, or subscribe. Requests are always encouraged and are always considered. Have a good evening. Bye.